supper?
Planning suppers might sound boring, but honestly, that's what makes my week feel easier.
Do you know that question? Have you asked that question? Or do you ask that question like every single night? If you do, this video is gonna be for you. I used to be in that boat where it was so stressful to come home from work and ask, what's for supper? Because now I don't only have to answer that question, what are we gonna eat? Then I have to know, do I have all the ingredients? Am I going to have to run back down to the store to get everything that we're going to need for supper? It all becomes so overwhelming. And this is why I have changed everything. And I plan out my suppers a week in advance. That way I only have to go to the grocery store once and everything's there. And all I have to do is just follow through with it. The whole reason I started doing this in the first place is because I was so sick of being stressed out every single night. I already have a full day of work, and then to come home to figure out what we're going to eat, why add that extra layer of stress when you don't have to? So when you plan ahead, you don't have to think about it the rest of the week, and that is just one less decision that you have to actually make throughout the day and throughout the week. One of the first things I do is I just check the weather because I like to use our grill and I really don't like to do it when it's not nice out. So I try to plan my suppers around the weather. Then I just sit down and I start planning. I just start thinking of meals. I usually plan about 5 or 6 meals because realistically, we always will have some leftovers. Honestly, that means I'm really only thinking about like 4 to 5 meals every single week. And the other thing is Tuesday, I always do a taco night. So that's one less thing that I have to think about, and taco night is just on repeat. This is a real struggle. People always ask me, what if I don't feel like that meal that day that I chose? Like, what if I plan burgers and I don't feel like burgers? Well, honestly, you just have to get over it. And that's the hard truth. You already have all the ingredients for you. You already have everything you need. So just follow through and eat the dang burgers. Sometimes we just make life harder than it really needs to be. And that's the dang truth. So this is how I kind of decide what I'm going to do for suppers. Throughout the week, I just think of some ideas and I write them down somewhere. By the time it actually comes to planning, I already have some ideas written down instead of having to start completely from scratch. And then also, like I said, Tuesdays are always taco night, so that makes it easy for that day too. I just figure out some sort of a taco meal to do on that Tuesday. Once I have all of my meals planned out, then I go back through the house and check to see what we already have. So I look through the pantry, I look through the fridge, I look through the freezer just to make sure I'm not buying the same thing that we already have and to make sure that we're using the things that we actually have. You guys, this helps me save money and honestly, it keeps me from wasting food. Once I know what I need, I just go online and go to walmart.com and do our online pickup. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love doing this because I hate walking through the store anymore. So sometimes when I don't put my Walmart order in and I actually have to go into Walmart to go do my groceries myself, it makes me realize how much I appreciate the Walmart pickup. Then, super simple. I go to Walmart, pick up my groceries, and I come home and put everything away. And yes, this all takes a little bit of time prior to, but I'd rather spend that time once than have to think about it every single night. It's truly that simple. Yes, you have to put in a little bit of time beforehand, but this isn't fancy. This is just something that makes life a little bit easier. I plan the meals, I check what we have, order groceries, go pick them up, put everything away, and then the rest of my week goes so much smoother. If you're somebody who gets stressed out about what you're going to eat for supper, maybe you could try this. And you don't have to do it all at once. Don't pick all 7 meals to plan. Choose 1 or 2 days to plan out. And then just stick to that. And just make sure that whatever day it is that you don't have to be like, okay, Monday we're doing this and then Thursday we're going to do this. You might just plan out 2 meals and decide where they will fit in to your night. that's just fine. You have to start somewhere. You only can do this if this is what fits into your life. If you're somebody who's like, oh my gosh, I cannot do that, then it's not for you. Who cares? Like my sister, she's like, there's no way. There's just no way that I can do that. I don't care if I have to go to the grocery store every single day, 3 times a day. I don't care. For her, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. This is for somebody who's trying to figure out an easier way to manage their nights and their meals without that overwhelming, stressful feeling. Because it sucks and I don't like it. And that's why I have chosen to create meals every single week for the family. Because for me, it's worth the time to put in on a Thursday or a Friday, to put in my Walmart order, to go pick it up on a Friday or a Saturday, rather than having that stress every single night. So if that's where you're at, try it. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Use it as information and see what works. So if any of this kind of hit and you're like, I want to try that, comment below. And if you have a supper idea, please comment it below, because I always can use a new meal idea. If you've made it this far, thank you for being here. It means so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and always be real. Be real.